Now, China can very easily just bankrupt America overnight. All they've got to do is just dump the dollars and treasuries, switch to euros or any other currency. That's the end of America. That's what the Arabs would love to do. Chinese very patiently say, you know what? I don't think you want us to do this because we are a one-party system. And you know what? If we lose $1 trillion, we're not going to get voted out of office. You are. And it's a fundamental concept and perception of understanding the political system there that is changing dramatically. Because even the Chinese will tell you, the Chinese government officials, that a one-party system cannot survive. History has proven that. They are students of history. That's why they have democratic elections at the farm level, at the county level, and that is why today the most numerous members admitted into the Communist Party are capitalists. People who are making money, who are helping China generate all this income that allows it to have the reserves it has. But does anyone in the Western media mention that? In American media mention that? No. They violate human rights, they jail people, they do all these ugly things. No one's denying they do a lot of what is said. But there's a very important statistic to keep in mind, which the Chinese like to bring up, which is not reported in the Western media. The U.S., that has 5% of the world's population, has 30% of the world's incarcerated population in jails. Minorities. Human rights, all the global rights organizations accuse America of being the biggest violator of human rights. Chinese like to bring it up every time American politicians sit there and try and hammer home human rights. And they go, wait a minute, what human rights? You're talking to us about Tibetans, this, that, and the other. What about blacks, Latinos, poor China, you know, Americans? You know, what is human rights when you're dealing with a country like China that is 1.5 billion population, officially, unofficially a lot more. That's a quarter of the world's population. They have raised more people out of poverty in the last 5 years than the entire population of America. And that is why when you look at China and America and what is America doing wrong, not only with China, but I don't even want to get into the Middle East or Iran and all the blowbacks and all the American misfires in foreign policy. There have been a lot of them. But when it comes to China, because they are basically America's factory, because over 60% of the factories that manufacture all the products you see here, even next door, Cost Plus, are foreign owned. They're not Chinese owned. China provides the labor and the materials. 60% of the factories that create the product that is bought in America are foreign owned. Over 50% of those factories are American owned. That's a staggering statistic. They're the ones who are saying, why are you going to create all these sanctions and, you know, embargoes against China? Because then we have to move our factories to Vietnam or other low-cost producing countries. We don't want to make the move. That is why China owns America today. Because China, the manufacturing base, is foreign owned. What did the Chinese know coming out of a communist system about all this high-tech capitalist manufacturing? Think about it. It had to come from overseas. Whether it's indirectly through Taiwan or Hong Kong, or directly through the U.S. Look at any major manufacturer here or supplier here. Walmart, pick a company. Next door, Cost Plus. They're all American companies that manufacture the products. And guess what? They get paid in U.S. dollars. Hence, China owns America today.